It's the book of Exodus 15 and 3, and it reads, "The Lord is a man of war. The Lord, Yahweh, is his name." First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise that's due to the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Ha'Rekah Kodash. I want to say next double honors to the elder bishops, elder apostles, and the men on down at GMS that do rule well. Okay, shalom to you, beloved Akim. And shalom to you, few sincere sisters, okay? Let's do that again. It's the book of Exodus 15 and 3, and it reads, "The Lord is a man of war, and the Lord is his name." So, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly called God, is a man of war, okay? Contrary to popular belief, he's all loving, he's all caring, he's all this, he's all that. The Lord is a man of war, period, okay? So everything that we see that's transpiring on the earth right now is ultimately the will of the Lord, okay? And this is all being done, okay, for the sake of his elect, for the sake of his children, the children of Israel, okay? So all that we see, all the madness, all of the madness in the Holy Land, okay, with those devils that's doing what they're doing, okay, this is all the will of the Lord, and this is all biblical prophecy taking place, okay? So let's go ahead and grab this. This is the book of Revelation 19 and 10. And it reads, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See, thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy." Okay, so if anybody is not bringing forth these prophecies, telling you what's happening before this is going to happen, they don't have the spirit of the Lord on them. Okay, we just read the spirit of the Messiah is the spirit of prophecy. So if they're not prophesying you, telling you what's coming down the pipe before it happens, they don't have the spirit of the Lord on them. It's just that simple. Let's keep it moving. Let's move on. Okay, now let me grab a little bit of Isaiah. And I don't want Ratazada's lesson be edifying and exhortating to somebody. Okay, this is Isaiah 48 and 22, and it reads, "There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked." One more time for the dummies in the back. There is no peace, saith the Lord, Yahweh, unto the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, okay? Esau, Edom is the wicked. Esau, Edom is the devil the Bible speaks of, okay? And the small hats in the Holy Land is the head tribe of Esau, Edom. It's just that simple, okay? Now, let me go ahead and grab this, okay? This is the book of Isaiah one more time, and it reads, well, Salakia. This is the book of Isaiah 2 and 4. And it reads, let's start from 3 through 4. "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High of Jacob." Didn't say of anybody else there, but I'll digress. Let's keep it going. Okay, of the Most High of Jacob. "And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem." Oh yeah, all 12 tribes. 4. "And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more." Okay, so if those people was the people, they wouldn't be at war. If those people was the people, they wouldn't be deleting tons of people, Palestinians, okay, in Gaza right now. They wouldn't be at war. We just read that they will learn war no more. Okay, so as we know this, guys, those people is not the people, they're devils. Okay, and listen, the Lord is making Esau, Edom bear on a global scale at this point. We've been telling you guys this. We've been saying this. But now the Lord is waking up the other nations, and Esau, Edom is being found out. Okay, videos are surfacing where a group of nations literally came together and said and professed that they did 2 years of research, and that these people, okay, that's in the Holy Land now is not the people, and what they're doing is absolutely demonic. Okay, deleting all those people, okay, and the Palestinians, okay, and in Gaza, what they're doing right now is absolutely demonic, and they're absolutely the devil, okay? And the Lord, ultimately, it's the Lord putting the spirit on these people, making Esau, Edom bear, okay, on a global scale, and they're being found out, okay? Period, point blank, okay? Now, let's grab this, okay? Let's go right next door to Jeremiah. Let's go right next door to Jeremiah. I must be allowed to grab Jeremiah, okay? This is the book of Jeremiah, okay? 50 and 45, and it reads, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he have taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he have proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Okay, so the least of the flock, which is the small hats, the head tribe of Esau, Edom, is drawing them all out. He's drawing out all these nations, and eventually he's going to draw out the snakes, united snakes, and they're going to all come together and they're going to fight. Okay, and this will be the beginning of WW3 Armageddon. Okay, and yeah, this is the big one. Okay, this is to be the last one, and this is where the Lord's going to gather up all these nations and judge them and make them fight. Okay, now we know it's a few more prophecies that must transpire before that fully pop off. But listen, again, the Lord is making Esau, Edom bear on a global scale and bringing them up on charges, okay, because the least of the flock, which is the small hats, those devils in the Holy Land, is bringing all these nations out, okay. There's literal videos, and a big video where a lot of these nations was literally together, okay, having a meeting where they confirmed, they came to the conclusion after 2 years of research that these people is being demons and that they're the fucking devil, okay? Salakia for my Swahili. But yeah, okay, listen, everybody is tired of these devils on the earth, okay? All these other nations, the Lord has put the spirit on these other nations, okay, to awaken them to the point that they even know that Edomites is the problem of the earth, and they gotta get chased out of here. They gotta get off the earth, okay? Now, let me grab this. I don't want to make this one too long. I just want to make it a quick hit, and I don't want Ratazah. Once again, this lesson be edifying and exhortating to the hopeful elect, or just somebody out there, okay? Now, this is Joel, okay? 3, and what do I want? Joel 3 and 2. And it reads, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yehoshaphat, and will plead with them. Therefore, my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. Let's read it one more time for the dummies in the back. Okay, the book of Joel 3 and 2, and it reads, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yehoshaphat, and will plead with them. Plead meaning to judge. For they're my people, and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land. So ultimately, what's happening here is this is the Heavenly Father getting ready to gather up all these nations together and make them fight. Okay, for the sake of what they all did to us. Okay, this is what's happened. This is how the Lord is going to pay all these heathens back. Okay, for what they did to us. Okay, for our downtrodden state, our sighs and cries has been piercing the heavens, and the Lord has been hearing our sighs and cries. This is why this is happening, guys. We just read it. He will judge all these nations, okay, for the sake of his elect of Israel. It's just that simple. So just rejoice, you beloved Akim, and you few sincere sisters, okay, because we know this is biblical prophecy transpiring right before our eyes. Now, let's grab this. This is some more Joel 3 and 9, and it reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. There you go, guys. So all these weaker heathenistic nations is gonna come together, okay? And they're gonna come together against the small hats, and the small hats is gonna draw the United Snakes out. And this is where they're going to be. This is where the Lord is going to bring that judgment. Okay, we just read it. Okay, and we just read how these other nations, they're going to come together, and these weaker nations, they're going to come together and team up and say, we are strong now. Okay, period, point blank, and they're going to fight against each other. It's just that simple, guys. It's literally just that simple. Now, And like I said, the Lord, the Heavenly Father, is making Esau Edom bare on a global scale. We've been telling you guys this, okay, for months now. I remember prophesying about this months ago, and look at it right now, coming into fruition. It's transpiring. It's transitioning, and we love to see it. So, the Wadi Habashim Al Shai for putting His Spirit on us to know all things in the Spirit and see what's going on. Okay, continue to watch and pray, you beloved Akim, and you few sincere sisters. Now, what do I want to grab here? Let me grab a little bit of Revelation, but I'm gonna hold Joel, because I do want to go back to Joel, and then we can close out. Okay, because this is biblical prophecy unfolding right before our eyes. And call Haleim Law Yahweh Shemal Shai. We couldn't be rejoicing more, okay? Because this is beautiful times to be alive, okay? To the world, it may not be beautiful, but to us Israelites, okay, this is an amazing time, okay? Now, and you few sincere sisters and you beloved Akim, continue to hasten the day, okay? And Baba Kasha, Shalak Rayam, okay, on all our enemies, expeditiously. Now, this is the book of Revelation 11 and 14, and it reads, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, so yeah, World War I passed, World War II passed, and behold, World War III cometh quickly. We are on that road, okay? And we've been on that road. As quiet as it's kept, we have been on that road, and now we are literally knocking on the door. Now, we know the MOTB got to get ushered in, and as we can see, they're in the middle of crashing this system to fully usher it in. And I say, bring it on. Now, let's grab this. I say grab this, because it's only going to affect the people who love this place. That's only going to affect the people who depend on this place. That's only going to affect the people who join hand in hand with the inhabitants of this place, and then brought into all the philosophies and ideologies and love Esau, Edom, and love being in captivity. It's only going to affect them, not the true, sincere children of the Lord. Now let's go ahead and grab this and close out. It's the book of Joel 3 and 12, and it reads, let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. One more time for the simpletons. One more time for the dummies in the back. Okay? Joel 3 and 12, and it reads, let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And this is what's happening. We're literally at this time right now, and again call Haleim Law Yahweh Shemal Shai. Okay, that we're able to be living in these times so we can see it. It's happening. Again, the Heavenly Father has made Esau Edom bare on a global, national scale now. Nations is rising up and realizing that these Edomites is the problem of the earth. It's just that simple. And Esau Edom is being found out on a global scale, and they're going to get angry about it. They can't take it. They can't take accountability. They're going to get angry, and they're going to want to fight. So the Lord's going to make all of them fight, and they're going to bring judgment. So I'm going to close out. I hope this one was edifying and exhortating. I'm going to close it out and give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. I say a wall, blah, blah, blah. Shalom.